And welcome back to the Hot Lap. This is the World Rally Championship Monte Carlo winners and losers edition. So, who ended up absolutely spoiling the party 10 times? Yeah, bit of a guess there. But who absolutely ruined the party? Well, there's one Hyundai driver that did well, two that didn't do particularly well, and all the rest in between. Let's get into it. So, winners and losers, welcome. So, with the dulcet tones, I think you can just about hear the music. Let's get into our winners and losers then, shall we? Courtesy also, I'm using Dirtfish for inspiration because I just looked at that article and it's pretty much very similar to what we've got here. So, who, though, was the worst? Funny enough, they've put Sami Pajari, but I'm not going to put Sami Pajari as the worst person. I am going to put a Toyota driver as one of the worst people. Not Sami, though. It's this guy here. I mean, I thought after Japan, he reinvented himself. He did super well. Did Takamatsu Katsuta. But sadly, yes, his accident wasn't as big as Sami Pajari's. He just kind of fell into a ditch, skidded into a ditch, and then couldn't get out. But equally, it wasn't a vintage performance from Katsuta where he needed a vintage performance. And even before that, he was kind of anonymous. He was absolutely nowhere. Now, considering the pressure he was under the back end of last season, it's not really, let's be honest, it's far from the best start to Monte Carlo. I was expecting more. I'm a bit sad. I mean, it's just not good, is it? Taka needs to sort it out. He really does. So, after Katsuta, no, I'm not going for Pajari yet. No, I'm not. I'm going for this guy here. Yes, it was his debut. I expected a lot more. Josh McLaren, we expected a lot more from you. What happened, Josh? What happened? Now, it really wasn't. The reason why, yes, he did finish. He didn't make a mistake like Sami Pajari, but wasn't the best look from, was it? He was behind, and this is the embarrassing thing, several Rally 2 cars throughout the first half of Monte. Considering he's in an M Sport Puma Rally 1 for the full year, doesn't really look good. Yes, he is lower on experience, but he's won a Rally 2. He has won a Rally 2 event, so expecting too much, some people are suggesting, wouldn't be fair. But no, you've got people like, funny enough, Sami Pajari, like your Martin says, that have got into a Rally 1 car and been good straight away. This is what you expect at the top level of Rally. Josh McLaren has a lot to do. Hopefully in Sweden, he showed us what he is potentially capable of, because I don't think he got anywhere near his potential here. So next up is, yeah, you kind of guessed it, is the other Toyota of Sami Pajari. He ended up, I mean, it was, bearing in mind how good he was last year, and how encouraging he was. There were some standout stages. He did have pace at points. But everyone was talking about that accident on Sunday morning. A double whammy as the points were dropped. Well, double whammy because those points went to Hyundai. And Sami cannot keep doing that. No, I need to sort that out. He's not from Wales. I really need to sort that out. I'm so sorry, Sami fans. But yeah, on the serious note, he cannot keep doing that. He needs to do something more. Really, but yeah, massively disappointing. And I was disappointed in this guy here, the one guy, the current Rally World Champion, the man that won Monte Carlo last year. And let's be fair, he never looked back. But that's not the Terry Neuville that turned up. Not a World Champion's performance, Dirtfish says. Completely agree. And they're comparing it to the 2024 Monte Carlo, saying it was very much a painful contrast. Neuville was imperious and laid the foundation for last year what was a world title. This year, he managed to go off at the same corner twice. He didn't even win a stage, and he sadly hit a rock on Saturday. So, other than, yeah, pretty much finishing the rally, everything seemed to go wrong. Yes, granted, there were mitigating features. He was leading at the end of Thursday and dropping his pace as he tested things for his teammates. But, let's be fair, it was never going to be a classic Monte Carlo for Terry Neuville. But next up, and if I could keep these two people level, Neuville, the guy who did just as good as Neuville really was Kalle Rovanperä. I mean, in terms of the fact that he came in as our second or third, a guaranteed podium for our second favourite for Rally Monte Carlo, and he leaves just slow. And that was Calais words. He was just slow. He even suggested, hopefully I remember how to drive a rally car again, come Sweden. But that's what he felt in Monte Carlo. Now, granted, a lot of people, the commentators as well, were saying that Rally Monte Carlo was not Kalle Rovanpera's favourite event. Yes, true, but still, is it the tyres? Is it the car? We saw flashes of brilliance, but that's about it. For arguably what people are saying is a generational talent, one of the best rally drivers in the world currently, and maybe, you know, you could put him in that top 10, top 5 all-times list potentially once his career is ending. Not if he keeps doing that, though. It's really, really massively disappointing for Kalle Rovanpera. So, who is next, Prato? Well, I'm just trying to look for him on the list, and it's this man here. Yeah, he also did a whoopsie, didn't he? Having said that, Ott Tanak was very, very fast. He was ranked, you know, he had, once again, I said with Tanak, he makes mistakes, but he's arguably the fastest rally driver out there. And even Dirtfish was saying if this was ranked PDE on Saturday, Tanak would be a #1. He was awesome as he carved his way to 4 stage wins, and suddenly, out of nowhere, became a podium challenger. But the rest of his rally was mixed. When it was good, it was very good. Classic Tanak. When it was bad, it went very bad. And they even said he was lucky to get away, and I think he was, with that missing tailgate after skipping through the ditch and ripping half the car off. Yeah, not particularly good at all. Now, this is where now I'm going to maybe have to eat a tiny bit of humble pie, because this guy did quite well considering. I was considering that I even thought that Josh McLaren may well beat him, but no, he retired twice in Monte. So how can he rank as high as 4th? That's what Dirtfish is saying. I kind of agree with him. He said he massively outperformed what was expected of him. He won his first stage win, which was brilliant. And the road order conditions, they did play a part in him getting that first stage win, but he had to finish it. He had to still be fast. And he made a classic Monte mistake, be understeering on the black ice, sadly. But for the first time, I think, in his Rally 1 career, he looked like a rally driver. I need to get some humble pie. Well done, Gregor Monster. Next up, another guy that I want a tiny bit of humble pie. I thought he's going to struggle this year, but Elfyn Evans. This is the 2020 Elfyn Evans. Hello and welcome back. Yes, he was, you know, potentially in the lead. He did make a classic Elfyn mistake, but he was on the offensive. It was really good to see. He seemed happier with the car. His power save performance was really, really good, as he refused to let Formo steal his second spot. Maybe he would have even won it had it not been for that whoopsie-daisy against the mountain, but he carried on. But it's too early to deduce whether we have a championship contender Evans, or this is just a small highlight in what, you know, will be a moderate campaign that we predicted. Hopefully I'm wrong. Evans for champion? Yes, please. Thank you very much. I would like that. Evans would like that. Wales would like that. And the WRC would definitely like a UK resident being the WRC champion. But I tell you what, one guy may well have something to do with it. And it's this guy here, Adrian Formeau. I mean, hang your head up high. Formeau gets that second place, you know, gets it ahead of Evans, even though he finished lower, because this is his first try in a high note. Unlike Tanak, unlike Neuville, he did not make a mistake. He was fast, calculated. He had a ballsy soft tyre choice. Yeah, very much braving it on the Sunday, and I think he did more than what was expected of him. Kind of like Munster. So, absolutely congratulations and well done, Adrian Formeau. Very, very, very happy. But let's be fair, the winner overall is going to be the 10 times winner, Seb OJ, the part-timer. I mean, what more do you want? Yes, he did that little mistake, but he made up for it, didn't he? So winning Monte Carlo, it seems to be like a given for this man. 10 times he's conquered the event. And if he comes back next year, is that number going to grow to all the ones as number 11? I don't know. We'll see. Surely, I mean, what I don't get about Seb OJ, why don't Toyota say, please, come back full time? That would be amazing. I mean, he's still got what it takes to be champion. Yeah, I know he kind of faltered last year. I don't know why that was. Was it the pressure or stuff? But if he drives like this, he could be a world championship favourite. Why not? Anyway, there you go. There's our winners and losers. There is our list for the WRC finishers. And I just want to say thank you so much. If you made it to the end, you are amazing. But just by clicking on this video is more than enough for us. But if you want to do more, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button so you don't miss another rally video. And until then, speak to you soon. Thank you very much and stay safe.